Это пизда, нахуй, пацаны.
Russia's deepening oil crisis just got even worse. After Ukrainian drones permanently disabled two major refineries and a key pipeline supplying Europe, Ukraine has struck again, this time hitting one of Russia's most important refineries. Ukrainian drones have attacked the oil refinery in the Russian city of Syzran, located in the Samara region, for the second time this August. The refinery lies about 700 kilometers from Ukraine's state border. According to the Russian telegram channel Shot, citing local residents, about 5 explosions were heard in Syzran of the Samara region. According to the published videos, Ukrainian strike drones hit the facility's territory, after which smoke was seen. However, the exact outcome of the attack is currently unknown. The governor of the Samara region, Vyacheslav Fedorishchev, confirmed a drone attack on an industrial facility in Syzran, though he did not specify which one. The previous attack took place on the night of August 15th. As a result of that strike, several fires broke out on the grounds of the Syzran refinery. It was later revealed that Ukrainian strike drones had managed to hit a primary oil processing unit, which was a key component of the refinery. Thanks to published photographs, analysts identified that the drones struck the ELOU AVT-6 unit and additionally damaged several storage tanks. This unit carries out atmospheric and vacuum distillation processes, as well as secondary distillation and gasoline stabilization. According to Reuters, the August 15th attack led to the Syzran refinery halting both crude oil processing and intake. Industry sources reported that repair work would likely continue at least until the end of the month. The oil refinery in the city of Syzran is part of PJSC Rosneft Oil Company. Its capacity is 8.9 million tons of oil per year, and its products include gasoline, diesel fuel, aviation kerosene, and bitumen. The facility supplies fuel to the Samara, Saratov, and Penza regions, as well as partially to the central regions of Russia. The refinery also provides fuel to airfields and military units of the central and southern military districts of the Russian Federation. The Syzran refinery has previously been targeted by Ukrainian strike drones, notably in February and March of this year. Fires were also reported on the premises during those incidents. Drone activity and explosions are also reported in Russian Belgorod region. Locals claim it is very loud. Residents of Stary Oskol in the Belgorod region reported at least 5 explosions in the sky and the flight of Lyuty-type drones. Windows in houses shook and car alarms went off in several districts due to the explosions. The sounds were heard at approximately 23:40. Then at 23:50, locals reported a loud explosion in the sky, followed by 4 more bangs. Residents add that the drones flew low, and from the explosions, windows in houses shook and car alarms went off in several districts. Recently, the Russian Ministry of Defense announced the interception and destruction of 75 drones in several regions. An oil depot in the Belgorod region, a military airfield, and a Rosreserve plant in the Rostov region, where fuel tanks are burning, were attacked. Ukrainian drone operators in the Belgorod region destroyed 2 bridges used by the Russian army for logistics. The first bridge was blown up in the area of Krasny Khutor, located near the border with the Kharkiv region. The operation was carried out by a fire support company of the 58th Motorized Brigade. This was reported by the Odin Company, which provided the unit with attack drones. TM-62 anti-tank mines were used to detonate the mines, which were placed under the bridge supports. They were hit by an Odin 10 FPV drone, which caused the explosion. As a result of the operation, Russian troops lost the ability to use the crossing, which significantly complicated their logistics routes in the border area. The second bridge in the Belgorod region was destroyed in a similar manner. The drone hit the anti-tank mines installed under its structure. The video of this operation was released by Raptor Drone, the company whose drones were used in the attack. In both cases, the mines were not laid separately under the supports, but were put together in a large charge. This allowed for a much greater explosive force. The drones actually acted as detonators for the engineering munitions, ensuring the guaranteed destruction of both bridges. Similar operations have been repeatedly conducted by the Ukrainian military. Recently, the operators of the 112th Territorial Defense Brigade blew up another bridge in the Belgorod region using the same technology. The destroyed bridge had long served as a key link for the transfer of equipment and personnel of Russian troops in the border area. Thus, Ukrainian forces not only eliminated an important enemy transportation artery, but also inflicted additional losses on the enemy by using Russian mines as the main charge. Ukrainian forces have carried out another precision strike deep in the south. A MiG-29 crew employed a US-made GBU-62 glide bomb to hit a Russian drone base and training site. The strike triggered massive secondary explosions, wiping out equipment, supplies, and several newly arrived drone operators. This is not just another successful attack. It shows how Western-supplied precision munitions are changing the battlefield. The GBU-62, with its extended range and accuracy, allows Ukrainian aircraft to strike heavily defended targets without entering Russian air defense zones. Destroying a drone base is a critical blow, as Russia has relied heavily on swarms of UAVs to pressure Ukrainian positions. Norway has allocated $590 million for air defense systems for Ukraine. The Norwegian Ministry of Defense reported on this. The transfer of the air defense systems will take place jointly with Germany, which will deliver them to Ukraine. These two countries are financing the purchase of 2 batteries of American air defense missile systems for Ukraine, including the missiles for them. In addition to purchasing the American systems, the country is contributing to the acquisition of TRML-4D radars by the German manufacturer Hensoldt and Typhoon II air defense systems from Kongsberg. Together with Germany, we are currently ensuring that Ukraine receives powerful air defense systems. Germany and Norway are working very closely to support Ukraine in its fight to defend the country and protect civilians from Russian air attacks, said Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre. It should be noted that recently the Norwegian government announced its readiness to provide additional funding to strengthen air defense in close coordination with Germany. On July 10th, it was reported that Norway was ready to finance the purchase of 1 Patriot air defense system for Ukraine. At the end of June, it became known that the Norwegian government, in cooperation with the company Kongsberg and Ukraine, would fund and develop missiles for the NASAMS air defense system. A key stage of cooperation with Kongsberg will be the implementation of new projects aimed at strengthening Ukraine's air defense and developing joint defense industrial initiatives. The integration of Ukrainian missiles into the Norwegian NASAMS system was first reported in February 2025. At the time, Kongsberg Defense and Aerospace President Erik Lai confirmed in an interview with Euractiv that the company was establishing a joint venture in Ukraine to expand missile production using Ukrainian technology.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.